All right, boys, welcome. It is the first podcast after the Super Bowl. And historically, that kicks off the selling season in our market. Now, I mean, it hasn't held as true the last few years, but historically, that's when we see, inventory start to increase and activity increase. So with that, I will start with our market stats quickly. Currently on the MLS, 610 active single-family homes, 558 condos and townhomes.
So we doubled in the last.
Yeah, so we about doubled in about last month, but still, I mean, you're looking at about 12, under 1,200 units between single-family homes, townhomes, and condos. Pendings are a little slow too. They're at about 790 between the two property types. So that's why some people's listings aren't selling.
Yeah, hopefully because this is the day after the Super Bowl, we can really ramp up, and the ones that are sitting, they just start selling, right?
Yeah.
That's how it goes?
Hey, I mean, I had one over in the East Hills area that was a little stubborn, and we finally got that one sold, and that one's closing this month. But yeah, I mean, they all sell eventually if you have the right agent, especially in our group chat. And then with clients as well, we're seeing more and more requests for ADUs, right? Whether it's approved ADU plans, or can I have an ADU in my backyard? Well, good news, there's an ADU Expo at Hayes Mansion. It's going to start February 27th and it goes through March 1st. Tickets are free. If you guys need a link to that, just hit one of us up. We'll send you the registration information. I'm definitely going to be there.
Team trip?
It's definitely going to be team drip. Maybe we'll get Jacob there to do a little bit of on-location filming. But I think, ADUs, especially with SB9, I know a lot of people aren't splitting their lots and selling it off. But I do think that more and more people are finally starting to accept the fact that, ADUs are here to stay. The city's on board with pre-approved plans and permitting and things like that. So looking forward to that event.
And now some of these companies make it so easy for people to put ADUs in their backyard. Before when it was having to go through the whole process of the build and the months it takes, now they just bring a crane, drop it right in your backyard.
You can buy one on Amazon for $10,000.
It's nuts. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing for ADUs, I think that makes it tough is just getting the electricity. I mean, PG&E is so far behind, and then plumbing.
No, definitely.
Like our ADU has septic.
Does it really?
At your house?
Yeah. So that's a way if you have a big enough lot to be able to do it.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's
Where'd they
small
put the tank? Underneath the garage?
or by the.
Of course, underground, but like behind the. So I always wondered why the ADU is set a little bit forward. Mm-hmm. It's because the leach field runs through, and then
interesting.
It's like there's a garden beds over it.
All right.
Access point is. Yeah, I mean, once you have power to the house, but like to be able to skip hooking up to public utilities as far as like sewer and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, and what if you just put solar on the ADU, right? Mm-hmm. Solar and a battery pack, maybe just off grid altogether.
Yeah, especially if it's low use,
Mm-hmm. Interesting. All right, I like that. Next thing I wanted to talk about, actually, Jacob, our amazing. What videographer, editor, producer,
director,
marathon partner,
client,
friend.
Don't forget friend.
He shoots all of our podcasts and edits them. He shoots all of our properties and does the drone, the photography, the 2D tour, the Zillow tour, the Matterport tour, the lifestyle videos, intro, outro videos, and he even gives us topics for the podcast.
Wow.
And a friend.
And a friend.
It's a team. We have Taylor. We have a team, just like the BKG.
There you go. But so he brought this one to us. We've talked for years about the locked-in effect with interest rates, right? During the boom, everybody was getting 2.9 to 3.9% interest rates, and the fear was like nobody's ever going to sell. But we've finally hit a point in our country where there are now more loans that are 6% or higher versus 3% or lower. So if you look at all the homes with mortgages in the United States, about 20% of those homes, or 1 in 5 if my math is right, have a 3% or lower mortgage versus 23% of the homes have 6% or higher. So it's finally kind of inversed.
Interesting.
And, lifestyle events happen, right? I mean, lifestyle events happen. People have babies, get married, need a backyard, need to build a house,
Yes. So unless you were in a spot where like I'm going to hang on to this and I can buy something else, or
yeah, my forever home.
your kids are grown, life kind of caught up to them, and
Is that stat for countrywide or is that Santa Clara wide?
Nationwide.
Nationwide.
It's on
I
your
wonder what
side.
it is. Thank you for sending it. I did not look at it. I want to know that would be interesting to
Clearly.
see what that is for Santa Clara, because how the market's reacted in so many of these other states like Texas, where inventory is skyrocketed.
I tell you what, Ben, just for you, I will have that information by the next podcast.
That's a pretty good stat.
Yeah, pretty good.
Surprised
stuff.
I didn't know. Wasn't just prepared and had it.
Yeah, I mean, you said you had brought some
some
great
good
stuff to
stuff.
talk about
I got
today.
some good
Yeah, so I can't wait to so I can't wait to hear that.
Finasteride.
I got some good stuff. Should I go into it?
Yeah, I mean that's what we're here for.
that was a tee up,
Hey,
Yeah.
That was a tee up.
It wasn't a question.
did we decide it was called a workaround?
or end around.
Hey, what was the final answer on it?
I don't know.
You're still thinking about it. I think it's workaround.
I think it's workaround.
yeah.
Workaround. All right. Go
All
ahead.
right, check this out. So, shout out to my client who also sent me this information yesterday.
That looks like ChatGPT generated that.
I needed it organized. I had too many thoughts going
Sure.
on. I needed just a little more systemized here.
Okay.
A lot of thoughts.
I had to reach around to get the
Get the
organization.
thoughts.
All right, so this is in San Jose. A district-wide planning process called Schools of Tomorrow. We'll set up the link here as well. Is underway. The district is facing a significant drop in enrollment. So this has to do a lot with the Willow Glen schools. Willow Glen Elementary, Buxton, and then Garza.
Okay.
So SJUSD has launched an initiative to evaluate school enrollment patterns, consider how to balance capacity across campuses, explore boundary adjustments, possibly consolidate or reorganize schools. Currently, there's about 15 to 20% of families who are in the Buxton School District who might get transferred into the Garza School District. The final vote on this takes place March 12th. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they say that the actual zoning could take a few years to get it zoned out, but everyone should have a clear understanding in the middle of March whether or not this goes through.
This happened in Cupertino a couple of years back as well.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You know, as it relates to real estate values,
Well,
are the
real quick before
go ahead.
So client reaches out to me and says AI is saying that our value is going to drop between 200 and 400 grand if we get hit with a different school district. And again, we've talked about Willow Glen many times. You know, a lot of the families in Willow Glen either send their kids to private school or presentation.
Willow Glen
development.
schools are San Jose Unified.
San Jose Unified,
Yes.
which 4 years ago were all 7s out of 10s, and now they're all 9s out of 10s. So,
But what school district would it become?
it was
Sounds like
It's
Unified.
a different school, same district.
Yeah, they're shut down Buxton,
Yes.
and now all those kids get
Rezoning.
funneled
Yeah.
to somewhere else.
Yes. So your question.
So my question as it relates to real estate, I mean, you kind of said that a little bit. AI said, well, AI's never sold a house.
Yep.
AI doesn't live in Willow Glen.
Yep.
But what effect if Buxton shuts down and they funnel all the other kids to what other school?
Galarza and Willow Glen Elementary.
That's right on.
Yeah. So
Is that
Buxton,
a Spanish immersion school? Do you know?
are you being stereotypical?
No, but like Terrell, Spanish immersion.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Galarza. I think I said Garza earlier. Galarza.
okay. So Buxton shuts down. Does it affect the value of the homes at all?
I said to her, them shutting down might affect the perception that some buyers may have going into it, but it's not going to destroy your value
Wait.
based on the location it's still in.
Hold on. What's the rating of that current school right now?
Buxton versus.
I don't. I should have.
Why don't you just ask ChatGPT right now?
Because my
We'll wait.
thought, while you
Just ask him. Put it on and go ahead.
my thought would be maybe temporarily it affects it, but if it's the same district, like look what happened with.
Well, it's not because even Willow Glen, I think.
How can you say
Elementary's like
it's
a
not?
6.
It is.
Look at Pioneer.
Pioneer's a 9 right now.
Do you think Pioneer is better high school than Lee?
No.
But that's what I was expecting.
According to AI and greatschools.com,
Oh, Willow Glen's
better than Leland.
and Willow
as well.
Glen's a 9.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me.
And
But-
those are
But see, and that's what I said, it affects the perception, because at the time when Willow Glen used to be 7s, all those families that I had that I was working with on the buy side ended up in Leland because they were a 9. Now Leland is a 7.
Right.
Now all those families are asking me, what do we do
and
now?
if we
people
went
in Willow Glen,
if we went to those schools,
a
and brought-
4. Ooh, a 4 out of 10.
Okay, so if we
Ours is a 4 out of 10.
here's a good question.
Not saying that's bad.
But you're not saying it's
I'm not saying
But
it's good.
here's my question: is that, let's say that the the district gets rezoned. Do you think it goes from a 4 to a 3, or do you think it's going to get better?
No, it's going to go up.
Okay. In 5 to 10 years from now, do you think it could be matching or better than Buxton?
Oh, it 1,000% can be.
So I would say temporarily, maybe it puts like a weird damper on the market.
Yeah.
For unknown.
But
again,
no factual data analysis where you can say 2 to 400.
all right, but I will say this: historically, Willow Glen has not had the best schools because it's a very affluent in a lot of those Willow Glen neighborhoods. And to your initial point, they send their kids to private school. So if that's still the rationale of a homeowner, then the school's not going to matter.
That's right.
Right?
And if you're in the right neighborhood in Willow Glen with the right house, lot,
Yeah.
I mean, again, taking all things into consideration.
Yeah. So speaking of right house and lot, Nevada. So what elementary school does that fall into?
I mean, I would say Nevada falls in the Willow Glen Elementary School.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even look. I'm going private all the way.
See, case in point.
Exactly. Yeah. So Aaron doesn't care if all the schools shut down.
Same with like Thousand Oaks. They have Terrell, Gunderson. They're just always been historically not the best.
Yeah. We have a listing coming on North Central in San Jose, on the other side of 17 there.
Perfect. Del Mar.
Yeah. I shouldn't use it. They have lower than average scores. But the houses are still $2.5 million up.
There's a direct correlation between parent involvement and school rating at the end of the day.
I agree. That's why Sakamoto used to be great, because over on the south side, because of so much parental involvement.
It just is what it is, right? Like parents who are busting their probably have more than one job. You know, they're not there for their kids all the time. The kids, choose their own life, and sometimes they don't make the best choices. So it's sad, but it is what it is.
That's life. So speaking of homes that don't get offers on them, I know that was a conversation Ben and I were having this morning. Sometimes a home expires, right? Gets canceled, taken off the market. Do you guys know the top 5 reasons why a home doesn't sell? I have the percentage breakdown. Obviously, there's a clear number 1.
Price.
So 65% of homes.
This is good.
Wait, can I guess one?
Yes, and I have the infographic I will send to Jacob. Yes, you can guess one.
My next guess would be showing availability or tenant occupancy.
So number one's price.
Number one's price. 65% of homes expire or don't sell because of price. Next up, 18% poor marketing. I thought that was interesting.
What about some sort of location? Backs to a freeway, faces traffic.
Yeah, I mean they don't look at that in general because they're just looking at the totality of homes that have expired. 8% is timing of the market, right? Just hey, it was Christmas, it didn't sell, we put it on in February and it sold. 6% is the condition, the preparation of the property, right? But price can overcome that sometimes. And then number 3, unrealistic expectations, right? Maybe from the seller in terms of they want more or wanted some weird rent back or something like that.
But does price sort of have a little
Should we take it live on the podcast? Should we take it live? We could get an offer right now for the homes that don't sell.
Sure.
Right.
Let's go. Call her. All right. So people listening, we are calling in an agent that is inquiring about one of our properties that has not yet sold.
Put it up to the mic.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Towards your face.
Hey, how are you? This is Ben with Keller Williams.
Hey, Ben.
Hey.
Yeah, my name is Joanne from Christie Sereno. I have been eyeing your listings on 988 Daffodil Way, and I'm actually surprised that you're not pending yet. It's a great home, it's a great school, and a great location.
Thank you. Stats show 65%. It might be price, but again, we're just looking for the right buyer to come in.
Okay. How has the interest been? I have a out-of-state cash buyer. They need the middle school.
Perfect.
So this home is zoned for EDS. That is the school that I highly recommend.
Yeah, it's a great school district, great neighborhood, super family oriented. I think your family would
What's the
have.
feedback that you have been getting? Is it only price, or is there like a layout or anything that's that people are shining from?
Yeah, the layout, I mean, it's very feasible for a family. There's a lacking bathroom upstairs, which can be added for $20,000, and we have the renderings for. So we're motivated to sell if we can get something that, something close, something we can work with, we would have a very good chance in wrapping this up.
Okay, something close meaning is 2-1 a possible?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I see that it's vacant. My clients are out of town. So are you okay if I go and videotape and send it to them? I will not publish it. I will not use it for any marketing or not post it anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. It is a good place. I've seen this like multiple times, and I keep thinking I wish I have a client who will go for it.
Yeah,
I will personally
absolutely.
go for it.
No, let's make it happen. Would love to make it happen.
All right. So I will keep you posted. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shout out to David for the great stats.
Lean off the conversation with it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so yeah, and then again, unrealistic expectations, which we know from time to time, sellers can have unrealistic expectations. But I mean, luckily for us, we've been pretty fortunate. Not too many of our homes ever cancel or expire.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some struggles with townhouses and condos, but single families have been.
Yeah,
But I think we do a good job setting expectations up front.
for sure.
And I think, I've sat with Aaron before, and I've literally heard him say, like, hey, I'm in the business of selling homes, not just listing homes.
That's right.
And he's walked away before. So everything needs to align.
Do you regret walking away from any of those?
What did I walk away from where they did get their number? There's been only one.
The one I'm talking about is that monster in Hillsboro.
Oh.
Smelled like fish.
Oh, that was in Hillsboro. That was
Or Woodside?
no. What's that East Bay? Not Alamo.
Alamo. But next to Danville.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Alamo.
Yeah. Got you.
Hillsboro.
I got a good question.
Oh, it's got to be quick though, because your phone call took up way too long.
Sorry. Okay, question, and then we'll talk about it. Would you
Would you rather?
have an agent with a lot of experience,
Okay.
or an agent who sold a lot of homes recently?
Well, what is experience?
What's the...
We've
30 years plus experience.
How many houses have they sold?
Yeah,
Who knows?
Re-ask the
about this.
question.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an agent with 30 years experience or an agent who sells more homes right now in today's market?
I'd rather have an agent who sells more homes right now in today's market.
Yeah, come on. We talked about this. Just because you have your license for 30 years, I mean, if you only sold a house a year, it's only 30 houses. We got guys on the team that sell 30 a year.
Questions keep coming up. Listen, I'm bringing the questions that I get to the table for the board stand.
DDE has a 014, and she doesn't sell that much.
So how do you guide buyers or sellers in these situations when they say,
It's easy. I mean,
I know it's easy. I'm telling you for the viewers. I'm putting it on a tee.
yeah, I would tell the easiest thing for a consumer to do is go on Zillow or Homes.com, and they'll tell you, and it'll tell you roughly how many homes that agent has sold in a specific period of time. So I don't care if you've been licensed. I would say you want somebody with a minimum of 3 years or so of experience, preferably 5 to 10. But if you got somebody that's selling, 35, 40 houses a year, even if they've only been licensed, I mean, if they've been licensed 5 years or less, I mean, that's a great agent right there. They're already kicking.
There was a house on my street in Cambrian that went up for sale.
1.8.
saw it.
I'm trying to write it.
I saw it.
And
Overpriced.
met the realtor when I was walking my dogs. Been a realtor since 08, she said.
Oh.
I looked her up.
Yeah, me too.
Did you sell 08 deals?
I also said, why didn't I take these photos? There's never a house on my street that comes up for sale. What's up with that?
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, I sell, a lot of houses. I'll catch you on the next one. I looked her up. 3 houses. 3 houses total.
I've owned more than 3 houses.
Good thing
You
you're
don't
young.
hold your breath.
No, he's young. He's,
Yeah.
She also
Well-
overpriced it.
Yeah.
Bummer.
But
Respectfully.
I met the seller.
Respectfully.
Bummer.
but here's the thing.
He's a neighbor of mine. Didn't. I was like, oh, I work for a real estate team, right? He's like, really?
Like the number 1 team, one of the top teams, but it just goes to show, and this is one thing I hate about our industry, is that perception is reality, right? She could walk in there, decked out, wearing Louboutin shoes, driving a Porsche, and say she sells 1 million homes a year, when in reality, 3. three homes, and didn't even use great photography or video.
I drove a Porsche and wear Louis Vuitton. Just for what it's worth.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
All right, so as we bring this to a close,
Wait, can I?
Oh, did you actually
I would like to give. Let's actually all go around.
like a talk around or a
Reach around.
Roll
And
around.
Let's give the viewers one good question they can ask an agent as opposed to experience. Mine would be how.
You have to ask us first. You can't give us your answer.
Sure,
Okay.
you can. Give us your answer.
Mine would be, how would you best position my house? What would you, what would you list it at, and what would you sell it for? And how would you do that? And like, what's the timeline,
Okay.
You know, this question.
I mean, I would ask if I'm a consumer and I'm interviewing 3 agents. I would ask each one of those agents to give me 2 or 3 things that you do that no other agent does to get homes sold.
That's good. What would you do?
I was gonna say, how do you separate your reach around? I would ask them how you separate yourself from the other agents.
Okay, well, that's already been said.
Yeah, so come up with another one.
I had that originally.
Okay, what about you?
I'd want to see stats. I'd say, could you bring your last 12 months of sales?
So the last person asked me to show my list to sale price ratio, and I was like, ain't nobody beating
I'm
this.
so glad you asked.
By the way, it's about 11.9%.
That's because he aggressively under prices his listing.
Hey,
but they sell.
I would dare to say that if you showed our team stats minus Ben and Jeet on the listing side, they'd be pretty dominant.
They are.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Ben and Jeet also do very well, but I believe they
Respectfully?
they price more at market value, whereas I kind of lead with leverage and I go significantly under. But sometimes,
But Jeet just did it, and he was successful. He listened to you.
was he?
Yeah, he said there's 3.
Oh yeah.
3 identical same.
But then
community.
look what happened on the other property. Like it
Well,
took
he didn't listen to you.
3 weeks to a month, and sometimes it's not up to us; it's up to our client, right? So there's way better questions to ask than experience, and time doesn't mean experience. Sales, sales mean
results.
You could be married 20 years and be a horrible husband, right?
Imagine that.
Right? I mean, just saying.
Aaron has left the company.
All right. Last thing I want to talk about today. We'll end it on this. And no, Aaron is not married. Super Bowl just ended. Kind of an underwhelming, game. Commercials weren't great. I thought Bad Bunny's halftime performance was amazing.
Why did you think it was?
I'll tell you why. One, because controversy, right? There was a lot of people that were against him performing, saying he wasn't American, which isn't true. And if you just look at the National Football League as a business, that they are expanding into other countries year after year after year. And a lot of that market is Latino, men and women, families. So why not have the number 1 selling artist who happens to be Latino perform at the Super Bowl? I think it's great. I think to extend your global market, global reach, I think it was spot on, and I think the performance was good. If you go back and watch it, or the symbolism behind it, I thought it was very impactful.
I thought it was cool. I thought the storyline was good. I mean, if you don't like Spanish-speaking music, then of course you're not gonna like it. I thought it was really different. I believe it was what The Weeknd attempted to do, and it was just like a kind of messy story with bad camera work.
Yeah.
I was at Super Bowl 2019 when they had Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, and Bad Bunny was a guest.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. But I mean, you can still be my friend, hate Bad Bunny, and watch whatever that other halftime show was. God bless you if that's what you're into. But
Exactly.
I thought it was cool. And then just like to tag on to what you're saying, it was also, like we were texting, the biggest ticket price crash ever recorded in Super Bowl. So at what point you could have got $60,000 seats on the 40-yard line for $4,000.
Yeah.
So
I know, missed that opportunity. But anyway, I bring all that up to say there were Super Bowl commercials, average ads about $7 or $8 million. What was your guys, if you have one, favorite Super Bowl commercial, and why? And there should be only one correct answer for the people sitting around this table.
can't say I honestly remember any really.
I remember a Mike Tyson one that I was like, oh, cool, there's Mike. And
Actually, a memorable one for me was I don't know if it was my favorite, but like it stood out because I think I was not like swiping on my phone, was like the NFL empowering like youth of like, yes, you can do it. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Thought the Coinbase one was pretty hilarious. If you're looking at a group standpoint, and everyone was singing, and then it hits you with a Coinbase at the end.
What should be our favorite?
Yeah, Dave, tell us what.
Yes, up.
Your favorite one, and
Jacob, do you have one?
Yeah.
well, you're
It was the, I totally blanked.
Backstreet Boys.
No, it was,
Dunkin' Donuts.
Was there a Redfin one? But I
No.
did for, I
Okay.
You like Homelight?
No, the commercial as real estate professionals, because not only was it heartwarming and appropriate for the time, but it also reminded me that we don't just list and sell homes. We are part of the storytelling of people's lives. So go back and watch the Google Gemini commercial. I'm not going to explain too much about it. But if we as a team were able to tell stories like that commercial did about the homeowners and, that we interact with on a regular basis, I think it would do very well for our business. So go watch the Google Gemini video.
Dude, that was my favorite.
So I thought the most effective one was Mr. Beast selling Salesforce
That was actually,
to enterprise software customers. That made the least sense of all that.
but it was also one of the most searched afterwards as well. But for real estate professionals, when you're looking, because every agent just posts, just listed, just sold. Look at me, top in the market. I'm number one. I drive a Porsche. I wear Louboutins.
I am the top of the market.
Watch the Google Gemini commercial, and we should probably think about, incorporating that type of storytelling into our marketing.
With video?
Just watch the commercial.
Yeah, we should watch
Next
okay.
next week
Next time.
we'll report
right.
back.
All right.
Whatever.
Love, peace.
Amen.